The Isle of Armor gives us many things to do. Sorry, let me change it up. The Isle of Armor gives us things to do, and with it being a bit of time since it's been released, let's look at all the things you can do after you've completed the new expansion. From things like little quests to little tasks, to small little events you can partake in, we see just what we can do after completing the DLC. Hopefully the Crown Tundra can bring us even more adventures to go on, but for now, let's look at what you can do after playing the Isle of Armor to complete it in its entirety. Welcome to the 15 things you can do in the Isle of Armor after finishing the Isle of Armor.
Let's go!
Before we begin, today's video is sponsored by Raycon. Have you ever wanted to hear sound? Well, Raycon's got you covered with their premium wireless earbuds, bringing you sound quality that's just as amazing as top audio brands and will make it feel like I'm listing off all your favorite Pokemon directly to you, like I'm right there with you. Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds and are great for working from home, working out, and listening to music and podcasts for hours without anyone else hearing. Recently, I felt like switching everything over to wireless. And Raycon had me covered in the sound department with a nice new pair of E25s so I can listen in on everything with that comfortable fit and no need for any wires. Their everyday E25 earbuds are the best model yet, with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, a compact design that gives you a nice noise-isolating fit, and come in a variety of new fun colors. Click the link in the description below to get 15% off your order, and thanks for tuning in. Back to the video. Complete the Pokedex. Starting off with the classic one, as after you've completed the main quest of the Sword and Shield DLC, you'll typically be left with a few, or many Pokemon to collect for your Pokedex that you can roam around and explore each area for to track them down. Every location can bring you someone new and exciting for your team, and having the joy of jumping into max raid dens can also make the experience of catching every Pokemon a pleasant one. There are 210 Pokemon in the Isle of Armor Pokedex to fill it up to add some gameplay time to your save file, 211 with Zarude. It should be easy to complete as most of the Pokemon are in the wild and you can capture them all after a few hours of running around. If you complete the Galar Pokedex, you will have most of the Pokemon already filled. You can also transfer Pokemon over from Pokemon Home, and if they don't register in the Pokedex after depositing them from Pokemon Home, you can put them in the daycare and just take them out and they should register for you. After catching them all and completing the Pokedex, you can talk to the lab assistant at the station of the Isle of Armor, and she'll give you a nice certificate, a mark charm that increases the chance of getting Pokemon with a mark, and a gold crown to wear and show off to your friends. You'll also get a sticker on your league card. Get a Porygon. This does go hand in hand with the last section, but there are some special Pokemon you can get in different ways to complete that Pokedex. The one special Pokemon being Porygon after you've beaten the Isle of Armor. So your task for this section is to get a Porygon. Once you beat Master Mustard, in the aftergame, you can go to the Cramomatic room and you'll meet a Porygon. If you talk to it, Hyde will ask you if you like Porygon and give him to you for free. Think of this as another reward for beating Mustard, as you can get one of the most unique Pokemon in the game. You'll have to go through its typical trade twice evolution method to get those 3 dex slots filled, but it does hold that special place of being last in the Pokedex from 208 to 210, at least until Zarude is here at 211. Combine items using the Cramomatic. Speaking of the Cramomatic, in the Dojo, Hyde will also introduce you to his latest invention, the Cramomatic. This device takes up to 4 items and gives you a new one. You can use apricorns to make Pokeballs using the machine, and even have the chance to get yourself some rare balls like the Sports Ball and the Safari Ball that you can't typically get in games to use freely outside of their specific locations. They also have a 0.1% chance of being obtained. You can also talk to Hyde to get new recipes for 100 watts. The only problem is that you might have to write them down, since you won't be able to see the recipes in-game after you finish talking to him. Take on the Restricted Sparring Challenge. After being the main story of the DLC, you gain access to Restricted Sparring. This new mode has you pick a type to enter the battle. The rules are simple. Pick 3 Pokemon of the same type, without items, and without repeating Pokemon. You must win 5 battles in a row, with only the option to restore your Pokemon twice between battles during the whole challenge. So choose when to heal them wisely. The rewards for participating are battle points, so you'll have a fun time doing mono run battles and collecting all the BP. Challenge Master Mustard. Again, if you want to, you can battle against Master Mustard again after you talk to him. He got his nice team of Mineshow, Luxray, Corviknight, Lycanroc, Kobo-O, and the opposite Urshifu to the one you chose to evolve your Kung Fu into, that he'll Gigantamax when he gets the chance. It's always great to challenge a final boss to a battle one more time, and being able to rekindle those memories of seeing an important character's final team is one great thing to do after finishing a game to relive that moment. Upgrade the Dojo. If you feel bad for beating your husband again, you can go ahead and talk to Honey to get that dojo up to par with any dojo that tries to pop up for some marketing competition. Honey will ask you to help her upgrade the dojo by donating watts. By giving her those watts, you can get a hairstylist, Rotomi terminal, vending machines, items for curry, Honey in the dojo's league cards, as well as a walk with her, of course, and you'll even get to fight Honey herself. During the battle, Honey will Gigantamax the starter Pokemon you didn't pick out of the 2 Kanto starters, so regardless of who you pick, the couple will each let you see a new Gigantamax Pokemon in their battles. Get your rival's rare league card and challenge them again. We did talk about getting Honey's rare league card, and you should have also been able to get Mustard's rare league card. But now, after being the main story of the DLC, you'll be able to get yourself another league card from the rival you have in either version. Your rival will be training in the Pot Bottom Desert, and if you talk to them, you'll be able to receive their rare league card and get them to go back to the dojo, where you can challenge them one final time. They'll have 4 Pokemon on their team, and will Dynamax each of their Galarian Slowbros just like before. Upgrade your league card. If we're getting other people's league cards, let's make ours a little nicer when we eventually have to give or show our card to another willing to battle protagonist. The DLC unlocks a new set of backgrounds for your league card. You can also get that nice little sticker as well when completing the Pokedex to add onto your card. But the nice new set of backgrounds can also be used to give more flair to your card. These include photos from the towers, the dojo, a Wailmer, and the Isle of Armor scenery. Let's spice up our characters even more by getting a rival's special t-shirt, and possibly all the outfits. Talk to a girl in the dojo and she'll give you a t-shirt based on the rival of the Isle of Armor. These t-shirts are version exclusive. If you have Sword, you'll get Clara's Forever Casualty, and if you have Shield, you'll get the Avery's Casualty. You can also go ahead and collect all the new clothes in the Isle of Armor, as you can even go to the platform and give the man 3,000 Poké-Dollars, as he'll be selling some clothes for a ticket he doesn't have. Fill those closets up and see how you can deck out your in-game character with the new outfits and styles the Isle of Armor has to offer. Trade Galarian Pokemon for their other forms. If you're wanting to collect even more Pokemon, along with all their forms easily, you can go across the Isle of Armor, as there's a lady that moves around and will help you get these other Pokemon forms. When you talk to her, she'll request the Galarian form of specific Pokemon and trade you other forms for the same Pokemon. Trading with her will allow you to get a Meowth, Farfetch, Corsola, Ponyta, Mr. Mime, Darumaka, Zigzagoon, Stunfisk, Weezing, Alolan Exeggutor, and Alolan Marowak. What she wants to trade will depend on her location, but this also ties in with finding all 151 Digletts. Upon arriving to the isle, you'll meet an Alolan Diglett that blocks your path to the dojo. After you get close to it, the Diglett trainer will explain that he lost his 151 Alolan Digletts across the isle that are hiding throughout, and will ask you to find the remaining 150. Don't feel pressured to get them all in one go, as some of them are very hidden and you'll have time to explore the isle. While you can do this throughout the main story of the game when you're playing through it, it would be likely that some of you, like me, would say most of the ones you haven't found for the end of the game after you've completed the main story, and only collect the ones you see along the way to save a huge side quest hunt for the end of the game. If you manage to find a specific number of Digletts and report back to the Diglett trainer, he'll reward you with Alolan variants of Pokemon, like Alolan Meowth, Alolan Vulpix, Exeggutor again, and Alolan starter Pokemon that'll be the same type as the starter Pokemon you chose at the beginning of the adventure, and a perfect IV Diglett for finding every single one. Also a Slowpoke from Kanto. Good stuff, you found them all. Talk to Digging Paw to dig Watts. Digging Paw is the father of the digging duo. He can be found in the training lowlands near the entrance of a cave. He'll take an Armorite ore and dig a random number of watts for you. The amount he'll give you is between 800 watts to 8,000 watts, and sometimes when he finishes, he'll find a new wave of energy and will go for a bout of giving nothing but 5,000 watts each time. This can go on for a while, but is a nice way to get yourself some watts to clear up any tasks you might need on the isle. How could we forget about Digging Maw if we just talked about Digging Paw? Digimon has a bit more added to her to make it a little bit of a side quest, and she deserves her own section. Digimon will pop up in random locations throughout the Isle of Armor. When you manage to find her, she will ask for 1 Armorite ore in exchange for digging up even more Armorite ore that you can collect. The Armorite ore can help you get many things, like more watts from Digging Paw, and new moves that were introduced here for 5 Armorite ore each from a Master Dojo student inside the Master Dojo. Her shovel can break, however, but if you stop before the shovel breaks, you will get multiple Armorite ore. But if that shovel ends up shattering, then you'll get nothing. She can be found in 15 locations throughout the isle and help you dig up even more ore. If Digging Maw and Digging Paw just teamed up, they would make an unlimited amount of watts. You can talk to the Effort Value Remover. Lady Clear is a new NPC introduced in the Isle of Armor who can clear all your Pokemon's EVs after giving her 10 Armorite ores. She can be found in a little island in the Workout Sea and can help you reset some of your favorite Pokemon's EVs to let you EV train them up to maximize their damage and the sets you can use on them. There are many new features that allow for an easier time for you to get some battle-ready Pokemon, and this one allows you to find any Pokemon that you use throughout your playthrough, possibly even shiny Pokemon that you managed to get with great IVs, and have them swap stat spreads to help you flex on opponents in Wi-Fi battles. Wait. Just saying, after you beat the entire game and did all of these things, you can just wait for the other expansion. Waiting is fine, being patient's alright. We all want some new Pokemon games to come out, but we'll get to play them. You can just wait around the aisle, maybe play a different Pokemon game, could even possibly watch some more Pokemon videos, who knows. Lots of things to do in the Isle of Armor, and waiting could be one of them by just having it on and seeing the timer go up. Hope you all managed to make your way through the Isle of Armor, and found even more things that you can do in it, as these were the 15 things you can do after beating the Isle of Armor.